Hey everybody, welcome back to Damien After Dark. Long time no see. Y'all know I've been a little bit MIA for a minute, but if you're here, I just want to say thank you for sticking around. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being patient with me. It's been quite a hell of a few weeks for me. Some of y'all may have known, I think I talked about it in my last videos. I went down to Florida about a week and a half ago. Came back, felt horrible, literally laid in bed for like 3 days, was throwing up, thought I had COVID at one point, then having to get in, having to work, all these different things, we all know, we all live this life, we know how it is, but if I could do YouTube every day for a living, I would be here and do YouTube for you guys and review stuff and talk shit and do this because it's therapeutic for me and I love it and it's fun. But unfortunately, I haven't been able to be here as much as I would like to be. But I'm here now, and that's what matters. And we're gonna get into some things. I know that we are currently like on Baddies episodes. I think episode 7 will be airing on Sunday, and I have to review 5 and 6 for you guys. So I'm about to review the most not Sunday's episode, but the week before that. And then I'm going to do a video for the most recent episode for you guys as well. So we'll be all caught up for Sunday's episode. Okay, how does that sound? Cool. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get right into it. Now, if you remember, this episode is picking up from when Scotty joined the cast. So you remember Ann and Rolly were going at it. They were having their issues. Things were pretty crazy and pretty hectic in the house. Natalie comes along and she's like, what the fuck happened? I was gone for all day and the house is erupted into chaos. And I've brought in this new baddie, Scotty, into the mix. And some people weren't really feeling Scotty. Rock, off the bat, wasn't really feeling Scotty. And, I think Rock was the main one who had the issue. She was just kind of like, whoa, who was this girl? Or at least she was the one who was vocal enough to speak up about the issue that like, whoa, girl, who are you? Slow your roll just a minute. And Jayla thought to herself in the confessional, she says she thinks that Rock should chill and let this new girl come in and pop her shit. And am I the only one who agrees with Rock when it came to Scotty's introduction to this show? I'm going to give Scotty a chance. I'm going to try to let her grow on me. But, like, we're just meeting you. We just meeting you. Like, we've been on this show. We've been here. Your replacement. And you're coming in talking about, yeah, I run Charlotte. No, ma'am. No, you don't. You're trying to take a page out of Natalie's book. And it looks thirsty and it looks desperate. And I was so Team Rock in this situation because it wasn't like Rock was saying, oh, who the fuck is this girl? She can't join. We don't want you. It was more so like, humble yourself before you come into this fold of women that have already kind of created, our mark within the show. So I could see where Rock was coming from. And Scotty says, y'all need to, she said, y'all are not up to par with what I'm trying to talk about. Y'all remember that? She came in, she was like, why are y'all sitting here not doing anything? Y'all aren't up to par with what I'm trying to do. Y'all aren't trying to do what I'm trying to do. And it's like, chill, Scotty. Come on now. You got an orange Crenshaw weave attached to your head that looks like it's sweating and dried the fuck up. You wearing this Fashion Nova looking little track bodysuit. This is your first appearance on camera. This is your first time. You're supposed to be showing up and showing out and making a good first impression. And you coming all up in here like you running shit. And if you're going to run shit and run your mouth, at least look presentable while doing it. Okay? I mean, shit. But the girls tell Natalie what happened. Because Natalie's like, I've been gone for what happened? Why is everybody fighting? So everybody talks about, the girls kind of give her the rundown on Rolly versus Ann. Rolly gives her side, Ann gives her side. And I'll be honest with y'all, Rolly is slowly becoming like my favorite of the show. I don't know what it is about her. I need to go back and watch her on One More Chance because I didn't know her prior to Baddies, but I really like her. Like for some reason, Rolly feels like she's real. She's gonna call it out. She's not gonna be fake. She's not trying to play up for the cameras and act like she's this and that. Like I really like her, and I hope that doesn't change as the show goes on. I've been eating a popsicle and it stained my lips. A grape popsicle. But yeah, I really like Rolly. So far, she's my favorite of the cast. She's my favorite. So Natalie asked all the girls, "Who's fucking with Ann?" I want to know who's fucking with Ann and who's not. And then she goes into this spiel of, well, we're here, we've got work to do. You know, we're going to, y'all know how Natalie does, and y'all know she did the same thing on Bad Boys. So they have this thing I've noticed they're doing on Baddies and Bad Boys where it's always like, we have to build the brand. We have to get to the bag. We have to get to work. And it's like, well, what are y'all doing? Because there's never any structure. There's never a premise. There's never any, y'all help me here. Like what, this show, they constantly talk about things that they're going to do that they don't end up doing. Here, let me give you a prime example. I watched an interview with Lucci V from Bad Girls Club. I don't understand. Bad Girls Club fans, y'all know who I'm talking about. Rocky from Bad Girls Club has a podcast called Baddie Life Podcast, and she had Lucci V on the show. And if you can go find this interview, it's on YouTube. They talk about their experience with Natalie contacting them about being on Baddies. And Lucci said that Natalie presented to her that, oh, and by the way, Lucci was going to be on the cast up until like a few days before filming. And then apparently Natalie pulled some of her shit, and then Lucci's not on the show anymore. Anyway, Lucci said that Natalie presented it as, oh, each girl is going to have their own business. Whatever your business is, we're going to let you showcase it. One girl's going to do a fashion show. We're going to, it's not just going to be fighting. We're going to show up to events and we're going to promote each girl's brand. And then Lucci said, I talked to some of the girls on the cast and they said that's not what's going on right now. And as we're watching, I don't see any of that. Like, I wouldn't have mind, when we go to each city, Persuasion has a whatever in Charlotte. And then when we go to Atlanta, so-and-so has her fashion show. And maybe in New Orleans, this girl has a pop-up shop and we support it. That way, they've got stuff to show up to. They've got events to do. They can create interactions and storylines within these different places that they're going. Because so far, they're still in Charlotte. I know in this episode coming up, we're going to the club. But how many times can we go to the club? Like, how many times can we see it? Like, we need more. And it's just like, for them to always be talking about, we're going to get to the bag, we got to get to work, we got to build the Bad Girls brand. Like, what are you doing to do it then? Besides sitting in the house and fighting over dumb shit all the time. I mean, so Natalie is going to tell Scotty. So they go outside. She pulls Scotty and Ann aside. And she was, pretty much talking about all the girls are, against Ann. Why don't you, Scotty, why don't you and Ann sit and have a conversation? Why don't y'all get to know one another? And me and the other girls, we're going to go on the boat and drink and smoke and have a good time. And that just threw me off. I'm like, first of all, if I had been Scotty and I'm showing up to the Baddie's house and you telling me the first thing I want you to do is just go hang out with the girl that nobody likes so you can be an ally for her and we're going to go hang out on the boat and have fun. No, fuck you, Natalie. I don't want to do that. I want to go out on the boat. I want to have a good time. I want to drink. I want to turn up. I'm not here to babysit the girl that y'all don't like and her feelings. Because that's what it seemed like to me, that Ann needed an ally. And Natalie was trying to orchestrate that between her and Scotty. I don't know if that was the truth. That's what it seemed like. And I would have been annoyed. And if I'd been Ann, I'd have been like, no, I don't need a fucking ally. Like, really? Like, I mean, not to be rude to Scotty. She didn't have to be rude to Scotty. But at the same time, it just felt forced and stupid. Like, unnecessary. So Bree, Natalie, Jayla, Persuasion, they go out on the river. You know, they're enjoying some time on the river. Rolly, Slim, Rock, and the other girls, they stayed back while Ann and Scotty had their little side conversation, and they're trying to get to know one another. And Scotty's trying to figure out why these girls don't like Ann. And it's like, if you come into a situation, everybody's against one person. Usually there's a pretty good reason. Everybody just hasn't isolated that one person just because, you know. So I don't know if Scotty's going to pick up on that, or if she's going to try to bring Ann into her wing and be nice to her. I don't know what's going to happen with that situation. We'll have to see how that plays out. I'm not trying to be rude here. Y'all, please do not be shade, and please do not try to come for me on this. But I really want to help Bree out. I want to help Bree out when it comes to her skin. Let me show y'all. So this is a Lumi spa, and like, if just a little product plug real quick, if y'all have any skin problems, this is going to clear it up. Acne, scarring, oily skin, blackheads, whatever. It's like a magic wand, and it's expensive. It's about $200, but it's like Botox and a facial at home, and it's going to clear up anything. And I'm not trying to be rude, y'all, but when I see Bree on these HD cameras, like she has, I don't know if it's scarring or like, people, if you want to be rude, they would call it craters in your face. But you know, if you have bad skin, it creates like these I don't know, almost looks like holes in your face. And I don't mean it, Bree, because I love Bree. I'm trying to get to know Bree. I didn't watch her season of Bad Girls Club. I just want to like hand her this through the screen. And like, that sounds so mean girlish. I'm not trying to be it, but I'm just trying to literally, Bree, if you're watching, hit me up, girl. I'll hook you up. And if any of you are interested, let me know, and I will send you the information on the Lumi Spa. But so, like I said earlier, I'm hoping Scotty will grow on me. I think she will. I think what happened with Scotty was, it's probably her first time being on TV. She probably went in nervous. All these girls, all these cameras, all these crew members are just staring at her. Like, it was probably pressure and intimidating. But my thing is, if you're coming on a show for your first time, like, be you. If you come onto a show the first time, the people are going to love you when you just be you. Even if you're a shitty person, if you're authentic to that shitty person that you are, people are going to find something about you. They're going to love to hate you, hate to love you. But don't come in trying to be someone else. Don't use the recycled line, I run. You don't run shit, okay? You don't run nothing. Nobody probably knows who you are in your town. But let us get to know you, and you could possibly run some things. You know what I'm saying? So, on the boat, Natalie, Persuasion, Jayla, and Bree, they're on the boat out on the river in Charlotte, North Carolina, drinking, smoking, you know, having a good time. And one of the things that I noticed is, a lot of people give Natalie the reputation of being a bad friend and saying that she's very cutthroat. She's not a loyal person. She'll stab you in the back as soon as she gets the opportunity. And watching this moment, I kind of realized that with Ann, because if you notice in previous scenes, Natalie talks about how Ann is her girl. You know, she loves Ann. She's known Ann for a little bit. That's her girl. She's cool with Ann. And Ann probably felt that way before the show. She probably, you know, a lot of these girls feel like they get really cool with Natalie. But on the boat, Natalie's joking with them about leaving Ann there. Like, let's just leave Ann in Charlotte. Like, she's laughing along with the girls. And it's just an observation. It's just an observation because I see what other people talk about. And this is coming from somebody who loved Natalie. And I still do as a like a reality TV personality. I like her a lot and she's entertaining. But I can see these characteristics that people talk about with her being just cutthroat and not loyal, and using these girls on this show, doing backhanded deals. You know, like, what about the OnlyFans? What about the OnlyFans y'all filmed? That, like, we could go down a whole spiel of things Natalie has done, but I will say she has brought the show back for us to get some sort of fix. But I myself, like a lot of other Bad Girls Club fans, I think we can say that we've all been disappointed when it comes to rebooting Bad Girls Club. It will never happen. This Baddies like was supposed to be close to a reboot, but it's not. I feel like Baddies has kind of taken its own identity and it's grown legs of its own. And it's no longer a bad girl. I don't know. What do y'all think? Do y'all think Baddies is like a reboot of Bad Girls Club? Or does it have its own identity? Is it its own show now? So outside, back at the house, when the girls are on the river, outside, back at the house, Rolly, Slim, and Rock are sitting on the dock of the lake house, smoking a blunt, chilling, talking, cutting up, and Slim and Rolly were like, "So what happened earlier when when Scotty came in? Rock, you seem to have a problem with her. Like, was everything cool there? What happened?" And Rock pretty much said what I was thinking. She was like, it was nothing wrong with Scotty. It was her introduction. Like, even Rock said out of her own mouth, "Don't come in here talking about you run anything," trying to use Natalie's line. And that's exactly how I felt. A lot of these girls felt the opposite of what Rock was feeling. Jayla felt some type of way, and even Slim felt some type of way, because Slim says in her confessional that she feels like what Rock's main issue was that there was a new baddie joining the cast, and Rock was mad because all the attention wasn't going to be on her. And now this new girl's here, and Rock is not, she doesn't like the attention being on the new girl. And I don't think that's it at all. I'm like, Slim, did you not see Scotty's introduction when she walked in? Did you not get in, like, this girl trying to intimidate, this girl having weird energy, talking about, "What's up? I'm Scotty. Yes, I'm here. I run." Like, how did you not pick up on that, Slim? Because not once did it cross my mind as a viewer that, oh, Rock is only saying this because she's not going to be getting the attention. Scotty's getting the attention now. I don't think Rock is the type that she needs attention. I really don't. With her personality, she's going to get attention regardless. People love to watch her. She's dating Blueface. She's got all the attention and clout that she needs over Slim, in my opinion. And I like Slim. But I just thought that analysis and that observation was stupid. I don't feel like that's what Rock was thinking at all. So the girls are getting ready to go out to this Club Monarch in Charlotte. And I'm not, no shade, Jayla, but why Jayla got more armpit hair than me? Did y'all see that? There was one clip where they're getting ready and Jayla like lifts her arm and it was just like armpit hair. I'm not saying girls can't have armpit hair. Go for it, boo. If that's what you want to do, rock it. It just threw me off. I wasn't expecting it. I don't know. Is armpit hair the trend for girls now? Do y'all's thing. I'm all for if you grown, do whatever the hell you want to do. For me, it just caught me off guard as I'm watching, okay? So they're getting ready to go to this club. And did y'all notice, did anybody else peep this? Scotty says in her confessional, "Oh, we're getting ready to go out to Club Monarch. I've never been here before, but I'm really excited to go and show the girls." But you were just saying in the beginning of the episode, if you go back to the beginning of the episode when Scotty comes in, her and Natalie are talking about how Scotty runs Charlotte and Scotty says that Club Monarch has all the ballers and this is where the girls go. They pretty much were saying that Scotty had been to this club. This is where you find the rich men. You go to this club, all the ballers are here. But you say you've never been. So strike two for you, Scotty, because what I feel like she's doing is she's coming in and she's lying. She's trying to pull off this Natalie persona. I run Charlotte. I know all the big bosses in Charlotte. I know all the hot spots. I've been there. She's trying to give off something that she's not. And I'm really trying to like you, Scotty. I'm trying to reel it in, but you're on strike two for me. Your introduction, the way you came in with this stank attitude, and now you're lying and not trying, but you're giving off stunt queen behavior when you lie to look good. And we don't like stunt queens around here. So they're on the bus. And also, where did we find Scotty? Just out of curiosity, because everybody else on Baddies has been on a reality show. I'm assuming that moving forward with the Baddie show, it's going to be baddies, bad girls from different reality shows. Where did not Rocky, Scotty come from? I'm just curious because I'm starting to think that Natalie just pulled her out of Charlotte from a casting tape because she was already. I just feel like it was convenient for them. We're in Charlotte. We need a new girl here. Can you pull up any casting tapes from anybody in Charlotte? Okay. Okay. Call Scotty. See if she wants to come film. Bam, we got a new baddie. Throw her $1,000. Call it a day. Is that what happened? Does anybody know? If you know how Scotty was casted, put it in the comments below. Actually, I would like to maybe possibly interview her, and I wanted to talk to you guys about that here. If there's anybody from the show or any former bad girls, because I want to do a series on my YouTube channel for former bad girls, do a Where Are They Now series, and I want to interview former bad girls about their experience on Bad Girls Club and their life now. So if you have anybody that you want me to interview, please put it in the comments. If you want me to try to reach out to Scotty as well, interview her, put that in the comments. Now, if only one person suggests Low London, let's say Low London from BGC Chicago, I need multiple people commenting who they want me to review. So if I have 10 people say interview Red, okay, I'll try to reach out to Red to interview her. But if I have one person say interview Jayla, I'm not going to try to reach out for one. Sorry, y'all. It's got to make sense, you know? It's got to make sense, and we got to make sure we're going to get some views off of it. So y'all comment who you want to see. I'll try to figure out who I can pull in for an interview. So they're on the bus and they're getting ready to go to Club Monarch. And why Persuasion try to punk Bree? Did y'all notice that? Persuasion tried to punk Bree because obviously now, Bree, you have created a reputation for yourself as being a punk and being scared, because after what happened between you and Ann, and the girls had to put a battery in your back to get you to approach Ann, now these girls are going to feel like they can punk you. And now, you know, Bree didn't really say anything on the bus when Persuasion did this, but now, Bree, don't try to come back days later and punk and try to come on to Persuasion because you've had time to think about it and somebody tells you that you should go punk her or go approach her. Don't do it now. Sit in your truth, which was you sat on the bus and you didn't do anything. Like, these are the moments that I need from you, Bree, to speak up. If you're a true baddie, like you did the Bad Girls Club. Like, I'm going to have to go back and watch Bree's season on Bad Girls Club, because either she was a follower, a punk on that season, or she just laid low and was a floater and didn't do anything, didn't say anything. I don't know. But and I know it's not always necessary to respond to people. I get that. But you got me fucked up if you think we fisting to be on a little tight tour bus, all these cameras on us, and you fisting to talk crazy to me. Oh no, baby. Not happening. And I just wish she would speak up for herself. Like, come on, because right now you looking like the weak white girl. So they're on the bus. Natalie's trying to give all the girls a pep talk about what they're doing next and where we're going and how it's going to go down. And Rock, in true Krayshawn fashion, is sitting over there. You know, she's talking, I think she's talking to Slim or Rolly, I don't know. She's talking to somebody while Natalie is trying to talk. And Natalie's getting more and more and more and more annoyed until it gets to the point to where Natalie's like, no, you know what, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. No, I'm not fucking doing this shit. Stop the bus. Pull over. Pull the bus over. Stop the bus. You want EP? You want EP? I'm going to give them EP. They want EP? I'm going to give them the EP, okay? Stop the bus. No. Pull over the fucking bus. No, stop the fucking bus. Ooh, Natalie, baby girl. Like, so let's stop and dissect it for a moment, because I understood where Natalie was coming from. I get it. She's pissed and upset because it's rude that Rock is talking over her while she's trying to talk as the executive producer. And it's also a lot of ego. You know, this is Natalie's show. She wants to be in charge. She wants to feel like that girl around all these other girls. It makes her feel better to be in this position. Instead of her just being behind the camera and being the EP and calling the shots, She has to be the talent too. And this is where I feel like it's hard for her to straddle the line between talent and EP. Because a true EP would have handled it differently. But at the same time, she is also a cast member. So she has to do the antics and be the crazy Natalie. Pull over the butt. You know, it was a moment. She wanted to create a moment. However, I'm kind of with Rolly on this because I feel like had it been anybody else, Natalie would have approached them, she would have checked them, they would have fought and got into it right there. But something in me tells me that Natalie is a little intimidated by Krishan. That after Natalie saw Rock wash the dishes with persuasion, she second thought approaching Rock, which is why she got up, started walking towards the exit of the bus, and then she started doing her hooping and hollering, pull over the fucking bus, I'm not doing this shit, doing what Natalie does. It's not to say that it can't be entertaining or that it's not entertaining, but why did you not just go approach her, Natalie? Why didn't you say, Rock, I'm speaking, shut the fuck up or you're getting off the bus? Why didn't you do something like that? Maybe not shut the fuck up, but just had a conversation with her instead of pull over the bus. Maybe, in my head, I'm thinking Natalie's just trying to create a TV moment. I can't blame her on that. I mean, she has been doing this for 10 plus years. She knows what to do. But from a realistic standpoint, like, take the cameras away, I would have been like, if I would have been Rock, I would have been like, what? You got something to say it to me. So I don't know. I'm curious to see how it's gonna play out into the next episode. Like I said, I get where she was coming from. I feel like she just did it in the wrong way. But we're gonna see what happens going into the next episode, and I will be breaking that review down for you guys as well. I believe that's episode 6. So stay tuned for that as you're watching this one. The next one should be getting ready to upload. I just got to do some notes and watch it right after this. So be patient with me. It's coming. I love you guys so much for watching. Make sure you comment below and join the conversation. I love to hear from you guys about what you think. And how do you feel about the episode? Do you feel like Natalie was in the wrong when Rock was speaking over her and her telling them to pull over the bus? How did you guys feel about that situation? And what do you feel about new girl Scotty? Do you think the new girl Scotty is going to fit in, or do you think she's doing too much way too soon? And do you blame Rock for checking her when Scotty walked in the room? I want to know. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about this episode, and we will see you soon. Thanks for watching.